What's up, fellas? Hope you're all doing well. Now, this time we will be taking a look at TEQ Transforming Frieza's EZA at 55%. Now, it turns out that I didn't actually cover this unit's EZA when it was released during the download celebration, and I'm not entirely sure why. My memory may be failing me, but I could have sworn that I did, but I double checked and I didn't. But I figured it's better late than never, why not do a video now? And on top of that, it seemed that you guys enjoyed my 55% physical cooler EZA video, so I figured, why not cover Frieza now while he is at 55% before I ever pull any more dupes of him? So with all that being said, let's hop right into Frieza. Now, Frieza definitely is in that top 10-ish area for EZA TURs in the game, but the competition is fairly stiff now. Physical Cooler, who I just covered, is in that top 3 discussion, and this Frieza, while good, I don't like him as much as his counterpart Transforming Goku, who got his EZA as well during the download celebration. I like Goku better, mainly because of his defensiveness. This Frieza is more of an offensive unit. Transforming Goku's EZA ended up making him way more defensive because of that damage reduction in his passive. But Frieza still is a very solid unit, but I don't know if he'll ever crack the top 5 best TURs in the game. Granted, I am looking at him at 55%, but I looked at Transforming Goku while he was rainbowed, so the experience may have been skewed because of that reason. But with that being said, let's get into Frieza. So he is at 55%, I am not lying when I say that he is without dupes. I do have a plus 500 attack skill orb equipped on him. That's generally the best equipment for the bronze slot. And his links, while not link level 1-ish, they are around halfway. But obviously being a big bad bosses unit, link level 10ing this Frieza will be a huge difference. And I might go and make another video on this Frieza when I do end up link level 10ing him, which will probably take a while because I hate it and it's RNG. So with that being said, we are in a Terrifying Conquerors / Transformation Boost team once again in the Legendary Goku event, which is imperative because this Frieza does get a bonus against super class enemies. He has a turn 1 defense of 104k. Granted, that is with 40% support on rotation coming from this third form Frieza, who I did not bring in my physical cooler video. This team does look very similar to the team I used during the physical cooler video, but this TEQ Transforming Frieza is on sworn enemies, so I am able to utilize this better third form Frieza over some garbage support like Zarbon and Dodoria. So, with 40% support, 104k defense turn 1 doesn't seem the best. Granted, this is at 55%, this is with, 3 links active, and it's not big bad bosses, there's no defensive links active. You know, if he was link level 10, we'd be seeing something along the lines of 150k defense, I'd imagine. So, it's a big deal. With 3 links active though, 40% support, 100k defense, not bad for turn 1, and he does stack attack and defense from first form all the way up until Golden Frieza, where he will just end up raising attack and defense for 1 turn. So let's get that first attack stat off, let's see how good. 3 million damage, not too bad, a 3 million attack stat, not too shabby for a unit at 55%. His passive does give him a little extra attack and more defense against superclass enemies. So if you're facing off against, I don't know, a cooler enemy or an extreme class enemy or something along those lines, you won't see nearly as good damage numbers and you will miss out on a little bit of defense. The way that Transforming Frieza works is exactly like Goku, where they start out with getting a higher defensive buff at the beginning, excuse me, and then it will move on to becoming a higher attack stat while, or higher attack from his passive while the defense buff goes lower and lower, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because once you start to get higher up in the transformations, you're going to be stacking so high that honestly going for more attack isn't a bad thing. It's a bad trade-off if you're needing more defense. At 55%, I would take more defense over the attack, however, I will say that. But this Frieza's glaring weakness before his EZA was his lack of defense for not that good amount of damage. So honestly, his EZA definitely did make him another beast against these superclass units, these Goku units, you know. The Terrifying Conquerors, Transformation Boost, the Wicked Bloodlines units are, for the most part, incredible against Goku, right? Because you have units like this Transforming Frieza, who's good against superclass enemies in general. You have that Final Form AGL Full Power Frieza, who does guaranteed crits against Goku, so Goku, yeah, he's gonna get destroyed. You know, Frieza's gonna destroy all monkeys, right? So here we have him transformed after one turn of stacking attack and defense. We do have more support on rotation. I don't know if we're getting 30 or 40% support from Toa this time around, because we do get that high chance of an additional attack and defense plus 10% on top of a default 30%. So we could be seeing upwards of 80% support on rotation right now, but 150k defense is nothing to snuff at, and he has more room to grow as well, which is always a good thing. So we're going to get another attack stat in here. Now, this second form Frieza does actually link the best with Transforming Cooler, the STR Cooler, which is odd because he links perfectly, I believe, with Cooler as second form Frieza. But once he goes third form, I believe they lose a link. So for one turn, you may have a perfect linking partner, and then... Or actually, no, I am wrong. I think it's first form Frieza and second form Frieza. If you manage to have two of them on the team, say you bring one as a friend leader or something like that, if you have first form Frieza next to second form Frieza, they're perfect linking partners. That's what I was thinking of. Cooler is still his best linking partner, however, because they do share 6 out of 7 links, and on top of that, he does give that support to Frieza, because Cooler is just a sickening unit still who gives support and is a solid unit in his own right. So this team, once again, it may seem like I'm running a ton of support, but I don't count STR Cooler as a support unit. He's my leaders, and he's just an incredible unit on his own, and if I ever want to transform him for the flexibility and start getting those guaranteed crits, there always is that option. But for now, I'm not going to transform them because the whole goal for them is to be that good linking partner and support for Frieza. So I don't generally like to use a ton of support in these showcases because I think that's just super unrealistic. You know, people like to stack all these supports on rotation. Granted, the support units are getting better now, going back to this third form Frieza, who's absolutely a menace. They also share 4 links together, the third form Frieza. That's cool. But this third form Frieza, even though he's a support unit, he's just so good that you will be running him on your teams, right? So I guess you can't really hold that against him. This is going to be a decent looking turn here. So we have, well, we would have 6 out of 7 links if we had Big Bad Bosses active at link level 10. Again, I don't have him at link level 10, so it will make a large difference. Taking a look at the defense now, 181k. Well, let's just say 182k. Very solid. Climbed up another 30k from the previous time that Frieza was on rotation, with around the same amount of support, maybe 10% less, but let's see how it will go with more links active. So Frieza obviously gets stronger and stronger. You want to make sure that you do super attack with him every single turn, and that's why his EZA is so good, because he does get that key from his passive when he is at first form Frieza, so you will always guarantee to get that stack off, at least one stack. But afterwards, again, it's imperative that you get a super attack every single time. Actually, I don't know why I said he only gets it in his first form. Every single form, he will get that key from his passive, that key +3, and that really is the solution, right, to him and his problems, is the fact that he does get that key +3, so that way you don't have to worry about not getting enough orbs with him to be able to launch that super attack, and he will be able to stack perfectly up until Golden Frieza, and it is imperative because Golden Frieza gets raised attack and defense for one turn, and that boost will always be benefiting more if your attack and defense stats are higher to begin with from the start. So you know, if you miss out on attack and defense stack as, say, second form Frieza, for instance, then you're going to see a pretty marginal decrease in Frieza's defensive and offensive stats at Golden Frieza. So, overall, this Frieza is super, super solid in that regard, but against extreme class enemies, he won't look nearly as good because first form Frieza, he'll get attack plus 10% and defense plus 40% when attacking superclass enemies. Currently, we are at final form Frieza, so as he transforms, second form Frieza will get 20% attack, 30% defense. Third form Frieza, 30% attack, 20% defense. Final form Frieza, 40% attack, 10% defense. Golden Frieza will just get 50% attack. So as I said before in the video, the earlier on he is in his transformation chain, the more defensive he will be, and then he'll start to lose his defense as time goes on, but it's compensated because you're going to be super attacking every single turn and raising your defense. We're basically at 200k defense now, at 55%. This is him at final form Frieza with 60% support on rotation, so this is going to be pretty good looking in terms of an attack stat. He does have a heal as well, recovering HP at the start of turn in his passive, which can be a bit of a nuisance if he's not at full link level 10, because he does need that HP restriction to be able to have it active if he's not at link level 10. So if you're using him before he's at link level 10, you may find his heal to be a little counterproductive, but it's still a really good ability. I just don't value recovering HP more than, say, the damage reduction from transforming Goku. I think the damage reduction is so much more reliable. 5.19 million on that transforming Frieza with 200k defense. That is that is impressive. He also does gain 10% attack and defense every single turn in his passive as he transforms. He starts off at first form Frieza with attack and defense plus 110%. Then it goes to 120% at second form, and so on. So at final form, he was at 140%. So, man, that's a very impressive damage stat. Color me shocked. I legitimately am shocked at that amount of damage at 55% from that Frieza. I knew he was offensively better than Goku, but damn, that's not even Golden Frieza, who is sort of the offensive juggernaut. For, you know, in terms of damage for the entire unit. You know, transforming up until Golden Frieza, you know, he's a little more defensive, but not even just like barely touching 5 million, well over 5 million. That, I am impressed. I really do like this Frieza. And I honestly would like to see him at Rainbow, but that will probably never happen because I'm not going to go summoning for him or pick him up with red coins, because 400 red coins for him is way too much, in my opinion still. I'd rather pick up a Dokkan Fest exclusive or even an LR over that. So, here we go. We have reached the pinnacle, Golden Frieza, with all that extra drip. Look at that. So we have quite a bit of support on rotation. Now the interesting thing about this Frieza is that he does have a great chance to stun the enemy on his super attack now, which is a 70% chance to stun the enemy for 2 turns, which does make him very nice for things like Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, but he also does get Ki plus 12 and performs a critical hit once only, guaranteed. So that's really good for damage. We will put him in the first slot here with Cooler on rotation with him to try and get the best that we can. Are we going to get an extra link if I have him there? No, we're not. So Frieza is going to look absolutely beautiful, his attack stat here. I'm going to guess 6.5 million at most. 5.1 million. I can't do math. Oh, I apologize. I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, man. I don't know why I highly overestimated it. I thought that with the extra attack and defense stack, the extra 10% attack and defense, the extra 10% attack, that we might see 6 million 6.5 was a little too greedy, I will admit. I will be honest, that was really greedy. But still, I thought we could have seen better. Turns out we didn't. I'm gonna actually risk getting super attacked with on the STR Cooler here, because I would love to see the Big Bad Boss's Link active. I'm just gonna fail this Dokkan attack so we don't actually get a heal from it, because, you know, I don't want to get healed and lose Big Bad Bosses potentially. So it looks like we are gonna get super attacked. I don't think Cooler is going to get wiped out. I don't think it's gonna be a OHKO, but he is at type disadvantage and his defense isn't the best. So here's hoping that we can get one more turn with this Golden Frieza. Ooh. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is probably the most optimal rotation that we will have. Do we have Big Bad Boss? We don't have Big Bad Bosses active. Why did we heal? Oh my god, it's because of Metamorphosis, no? Oh no, it's because he recovers 15% HP and then Metamorphosis. Ah! I need to link level 10 this unit, guys. I apologize. I really thought we were going to see some magic happen, but it turns out I was wrong. Just stinking wrong, man. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna keep him in the middle. This is probably the best attack stat we are going to see for this Golden Frieza, so we're gonna call this a video after that. 240k defense, and he's able to raise attack and defense for one turn on super attack, so we're looking at easily like 270k defense. That is with 70% support on rotation, but once again, this is not a realistic rotation. This is just a very good rotation. This is probably going to be common, to be completely honest with you, although you might probably see floating the Cooler at this point, but we're going to keep him on rotation. Doesn't really matter, but we're going to get this final attack stat in here with this Frieza. Overall, I really dig this Frieza. Very good at 55%. And all of these Wicked Bloodlines EZAs, Physical Coolers EZA, this TEQ Transforming Frieza's EZA, I mean, it is impressive. That Terrifying Conquerors team really is one of my favorites. Maybe I'll get a video done just looking at the Terrifying Conquerors team that I love to run, with the full power AGL Frieza as well. 5.59 million, again, at 55%. And he does get that 15% HP recovery. He is just such a nice unit. Very nice. Defensively solid at 55%. Very good offensively. Has the utility of stunning the enemy for Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road. He's a full package for the most part. So that's going to be it for Golden Frieza. Let me know what you guys think about him. Let me know what you guys would want to see in the future. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.